PlayStation acquires Bluepoint Games. The Nintendo Switch Pro has been denied. The final Smash Ultimate character has been leaked. Genshin Impact anniversary goes horribly wrong. All that and more on this edition of the Miikcast Station. Hi guys, DPX here reporting today the news on the Miikcast Station. Let's just jump right into this. This week has been a bad week for a game with a community that was supposed to have a good week, that being Genshin Impact, as earlier this week it celebrated its 1-year anniversary, and MiHoYo, the publisher, knew this and wanted to celebrate it, but the anniversary went horribly wrong. Since frustration was brewing for months, the anniversary seemed to be the final nail in the coffin for many players, and now Genshin Impact players are review bombing Genshin Impact along with a bunch of other MiHoYo games and just other games in general. I think Google Classroom got fucking review bombed. I'm not kidding. Alright, now fuckers, if you're gonna review bomb a game, I don't recommend you do this, but let's just say you are, and you want to stick it to the developers of the game. You don't want to review bomb other games they haven't made. That's not how you stick it to them. Idiots. Just informing you guys. Anyways, this is quite a disaster that is still unfolding, so what do you guys think? As the final Smash fighter for Smash Ultimate approaches this Tuesday, the leaks, rumors, and speculations are ramped up to like 11. Hey, this is the 11th fighter pack. One leak that has been going around lately is that Sora will be the final character. Now this would be a good character to end with and does have some validity, but I'll comment on what I think in a second. But the reason a lot of people are running with this leak is because on 4chan it says that Sora will be revealed on October 5th as opposed to a Nintendo Direct 2 weeks earlier. And the date it says is before the Nintendo Direct, so it might seem real, but many people forget that on 4chan you can just change the date to whatever you want. So honestly, I believe that this leak has as much validity as other leaks like this that get instantly dismissed. I'm not saying that Sora ain't gonna happen. This leak very well could be real, but I'm just saying I don't know why people are all of a sudden thinking this is real. But what do you guys think? We go from Smash to Nick Smash, or Nick Brawl, as on the same day as we get our final Smash DLC fighter revealed, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl comes out. On top of that, we just found out that Avatar Aang and Avatar Korra, and Toph as well, I wrote this before Toph was revealed, but they will all be in the game. To be fair, these three were leaked, or the two, Aang and Korra, were leaked on the box art since the game was first announced, and then they later leaked Toph. Wow, they just leaked everyone, didn't they? So this is really more stating the obvious at this point, but we got a character breakdown for all three characters. I think I'm gonna main Aang, or Korra, or Toph. Big Avatar fan. Probably my favorite show, if not like top 3. Regardless though, the game comes out in just a couple of days, so what do you guys think? A cool little collection game was just announced. It's called the Disney Classic Games Collection, and I honestly kind of think that name needs a little work, but it's pretty cool. In the Disney Classic Games Collection, you get The Jungle Book, The Lion King, and Aladdin, which are all awesome games. And the cool thing is about, in the case of Aladdin, is that you get both the Genesis and SNES versions of Aladdin, which is awesome. I think the Genesis version is far superior than the SNES version, but the SNES version is pretty solid. So it's good to see them both here. What do you guys think about the Disney Classic Games Collection? And Sam, if you're watching this, I'm sure you're excited. We talked about Genshin Impact just a little bit earlier getting review bombed, but that's not all the games getting review bombed, as Hitman from 2016 is also getting review bombed on GOG. Why though, you may be asking? Well, GOG, who if you don't know, stand for Good Old Games and are another PC gaming platform like Steam or Epic, and they have some sort of policy against games with DRM, or digital rights management. However, Hitman launched with DRM, and many people are not having any of it. I kind of feel like review bombing sums up everything wrong with current fan bases nowadays, but this is still pretty bad and scummy on GOG's part. What do you guys think, though? Konami is a company that I and many people have been critical on. And by the way, this one segment is kind of unscripted because it actually came out as I was editing this video, so great. But apparently, Konami will be reviving some of their franchises, like Metal Gear, Castlevania, or Silent Hill. In fact, apparently they're working on a Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Specifically, Metal Gear Solid 3 remake is in development, Kojima making Silent Hill, and Konami reimagining Castlevania. This is interesting, but it's a believe it until I'll see it sort of thing, you know? I do not believe that Konami can really ever make a good Metal Gear game, or a good Silent Hill, or a good Castlevania, because this is the new Konami. And I don't know how Kojima is making Silent Hill, but what do you guys think about this? Twisted Metal is a game that we haven't seen a new installment of in a while. Sure, we got Destruction All-Stars earlier this year, and it seemed very similar to Twisted Metal, but recently there have been rumors of a Twisted Metal revival. This is cool, and then you hear that it is supposed to be going down the free-to-play route, and that's really interesting. Sure, that means it's probably going to be more of a live service game, but I tend to be a little more lenient to live service games when they're free-to-play. So it's kind of excused where the game's sort of like half-baked at launch because it's a free-to-play game. Although a bad game is a bad game, so we'll see. What do you guys think, though? The Game Awards is happening this year. I don't think anyone was in doubt that it was going to happen, but it was just confirmed that it's happening this year, along with the date. The 2021 Game Awards will be happening on December 9th. Not much to say here, really. It's just cool to see that it's been announced. What games do you think will be nominated? This year hasn't really been too crazy when it comes to new games. I'm hoping Psychonauts 2 gets Game of the Year, but I don't think it's gonna win. I'm seeing how Deathloop got a bunch of insane review scores. I think that might actually win it. But what do you guys think? The Nintendo Switch Pro rumors are honestly driving me crazy at this point, and there is a reason I haven't been reporting on them, because I just don't care. I have my own Switch, why the fuck would I care about the Nintendo Switch Pro? However, recently, Nintendo actually denied that the Nintendo Switch Pro actually exists. Now, this is quite interesting because a lot of different sites and companies actually confirmed that the Nintendo Switch Pro does exist. So Nintendo are kind of saying that they are all liars. All the Switch Pro stuff, again, is driving me nuts, and I tend to care less and less each time there is a new piece of news dropped about the Switch Pro, but this time it's a bit interesting. So what do you guys think? Last but certainly not least, which is why we saved it for last, that's how the show works, PlayStation acquires another studio. This time, it's Bluepoint Games. If you're not sure who Bluepoint Games are, they are the studio behind many PlayStation remakes, like the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, the Shadow of the Colossus remake, and most recently the Demon's Souls remake on PS5. They basically make PlayStation games, but weren't actually owned by PlayStation, something I actually forgot until they got acquired by PlayStation. Now they are owned by PlayStation. So seeing this acquisition is cool. What do you guys think about Bluepoint Games being acquired by PlayStation? Anyways, that will do it for this episode of the Miikcast Station. I am DPX, signing off. Have a good one.